I didn't come to the planet Icaros 4 to get married. I came to get my crew out of a hostage situation alive. But when politics, ancient traditions, and an alien warrior woman collided with desperate diplomacy, I found myself in ceremonial robes instead of battle armor. It all started 2 days ago. We were on a salvage run in the Icaros system, an unclaimed region near the edge of Confederation space. The planet below, a lush world brimming with violet forests and crystalline rivers, wasn't on any official charts. But it had signatures, energy readings, tech fragments, the kind of stuff that drew scavengers like us. I sent a team of 6 down, including my second-in-command and best friend, Lieutenant Harper. Within an hour, they vanished off comms. No signal, no telemetry, no signs of life. A search drone picked up one message, encrypted in some local dialect. Trespassers held under sacred accord. I didn't like the sound of that. When I landed on the surface with a skeleton team, we were met by warriors. 7-foot-tall beings clad in living armor that shimmered in hues of black and blue. Their leader stepped forward, helmet retracting to reveal a sharp-featured woman with skin like starlit obsidian and eyes glowing like twin suns. "I am Serica, daughter of the Flame-Bound," she said. "You are the captain of the Trespassers." "I am," I answered. "Then you are the one with whom I must speak, regarding their fate." The middle, a deal forged in desperation. The Icarans were an ancient warrior race that had withdrawn from galactic affairs thousands of years ago. Outsiders were strictly forbidden from stepping foot on their sacred lands, something we'd unknowingly done. According to their laws, entering the Valley of Echoes without invitation was an act punishable by execution. My crew had landed right in the middle of a sacred relic site. I tried appealing to logic, offered restitution, apologies, even trade. Serica listened in silence, then finally said, "There is one way, according to the Accord. A union with the clan Flame-Bound. A binding marriage with one of royal blood. It will offer your crew sanctuary as extended kin." And blinked. "You're saying you'll release them if someone marries into your clan?" "Yes," Serica said. "But not just anyone. The one responsible must become bound." "I'm their captain," I said. "Then it has to be me." She tilted her head, studying me with those burning eyes. "Very well. Then you must marry me." There it was. Ket. The ritual of fire and flesh. The ceremony took place that same evening in a temple carved from molten stone. I was washed, robed in deep crimson silk, and led before an audience of thousands of Icaran warriors. Drums echoed like heartbeats in the great chamber. Incense burned thick and sweet. Serica stood across from me, adorned in ceremonial armor etched with flames. Her expression never wavered, but I saw the tension in her shoulders, the same unease I felt in my own. "Do you consent?" the High Speaker asked me. "I do," I replied. "And you, Serica Flameborn?" "I do," she said softly, the first time I'd heard her voice falter. We touched palms, and I felt a spark, literal electric energy arcing from her skin to mine. The High Speaker chanted in an ancient tongue. Ribbons of red light spiraled around us, binding wrists and waists. The union was sealed. My crew was released that night, shaken but unharmed. They didn't say much. But when Harper clapped me on the shoulder, his smirk said everything. "Hell of a rescue plan, Captain. Living with a warrior wife." I thought it would be over after that. Formality. Loophole. We'd shake hands, depart amicably, and maybe send postcards once a year. I was wrong. "You are bound now, Captain Ethan Voss," Serica told me in our new quarters, hers now ours. "To leave this planet is to sever the sacred bond. Doing so without the proper rites would mean war. My heart dropped. You mean I have to stay? For one cycle of the moons. 6 Ikaran weeks. After that, the bond can be dissolved peacefully. 6 weeks. Trapped on a planet I barely understood. Married to a woman who barely spoke to me outside ceremony. But over time things began to shift. I learned that Serica had resisted the marriage too. She was a commander, a war tactician. Her path had been forged by battle, not bonded ties. She resented being forced into diplomacy just as much as I did. But we were both trying. She taught me their customs, their dueling styles, their food, which was mostly fire-roasted and painfully spicy. I taught her chess and how to use a datapad and what coffee was. I watched her laugh once, really laugh, when one of my crew tried to outdrink an Ikaran elder and ended up passed out in a koi pond. That sound stuck with me. At night, we shared a bed carved from volcanic stone, layered with furs. The air was cold, but her presence was always warm. She never touched me beyond what tradition required. But sometimes her fingers would brush mine when handing a bowl. Sometimes her gaze lingered just a moment too long. I found myself thinking of her more than I should. The final week, a choice. On the eve of the 6th week, Serica took me to the summit of Mount Kirill, the highest peak on Icaros 4. The sky was ablaze with twin moons and a ribbon of stars. "It is time," she said quietly. "The dissolution ritual will be tomorrow. You will be free to go." There was something heavy in her voice. I felt it too, like a knot in my chest. "I should be glad," I said. "I'll see Earth again. Eat real pancakes." But, she asked. "I didn't expect to like it here. To like you." She turned to face me. "You were not what I expected either, human. You fought not with violence, but with sacrifice. You protected your crew not through force, but through honor." Silence stretched between us like gravity. "Do you want the dissolution?" finally asked. Her gaze searched mine. "Do you?" I didn't answer. Not with words. Kissed her. And for once she didn't pull away. Epilogue. The captain of Clan Flamebound. It's been a year. The Confederation thinks I'm on extended leave. My crew returned to duty under Harper, who now commands the Starblade. They visit sometimes. As for me, I stayed. The Icarans offered me a place. Not just as Serica's consort, but as part of the Council, a bridge between their world and the galaxy beyond. Serica and I built something not just for diplomacy, but for us. She still teases me about how I fumbled during the wedding chant. I tease her about how she burned the rice that one time she tried to cook human food. We argue. We fight. We laugh. We love. And every now and then, I look at her across the firelit chamber and think, I didn't come here to fall in love. But I'm glad I did.